welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about my E34 Turbo. I thought I would give you a lot more details about this car before I start this build project, call it whatever you want, so you know the starting point of this car. And it is a really good starting point because it already has a turbo on it. It's an M50 B25 with a Link G3 ECU system, and it has an eBay turbo, eBay headers. As you have seen in the previous videos, it works, it runs great. Or not great, but it runs all right. Yeah, I think the tune is not the best, so I will have to get it on the dyno and tune it again, but I don't think I will do that now. I'll wait until I get more modifications on this car because I want to mod it even more. And yeah, I have actually already been on a track day with it, and I will show you that in the next episode. But on that track day I learned that this car is very soft. The suspension is so soft. It is actually on some lowering springs, but that doesn't, yeah, E34 and lowering springs, I mean, it works, but it's not the best. And coilovers for E34, it's very expensive, so I will have to find a solution for that. I think actually I will buy some coilovers for E39 or something, and then weld it onto the E34. So yeah, I don't quite know how I'm gonna do that, but I will find a solution for that because I need this car to be stiffer, and I want a new steering wheel. Maybe I want new seats, I don't know. This actually has a 25% LSD differential, so that's pretty cool. For all you guys asking how many horsepower this car have, it has actually 280 horsepower at the wheels. So that means that it has around maybe 340, 350 in the engine because there's a lot of horsepower lost in the drivetrain. So yeah, it has actually upgraded to 525 brakes, but one downside is that it has a 520 drivetrain. So a 520 transmission and a 520 diff and axles and stuff like that. So not the best, but it works, and it's actually better gear ratio in the diff. That's a good thing, so it will but drift better and do gunners better, I think. So, but I really like the sound of that straight 6. I mean, have you heard that launch control or two-step? Take a listen to this. A lot of you guys have been commenting and saying that I should fix the rust, and of course I agree, I should fix the rust, but I did not buy this car to be super clean. I bought it so I can use it. I don't know if I want this car to be super clean because then I can't use it. I mean, that's the purpose of this build, to have a car that I can use properly without caring so much about the car. So even though I love E34s, and the idea of just restoring this 100%, making it so clean, maybe respray it, fix all the rust, the dents, everything, and make it, I mean, then I will turn it into like a garage princess. I don't like that. I don't want a car to just be something you can look at. I want to use it, and I want to use it good. So this car is going to get some hard abuse, no doubt about that. Like I said, I've already been on a track day. So this is how it looks in the engine bay. I think it looks quite good. I mean, to see that BMW emblem right there and then a turbo, I mean, that is really something beautiful. I like that a lot. The only thing I don't like is that the cooling system is from factory. I mean, it's OEM. This is an original radiator, and it doesn't even have that support right here for the fan. But I need to upgrade the radiator badly because when I am at idle, it actually gets quite hot. One thing that sucks quite a lot is that my RPM gauge does not work, and that is because of the ECU, aftermarket ECU, the Link G3. So I don't know if I can fix that. I think I can. I think I just need to put a wire from somewhere to the ECU or something. I think it's charging, it's at 0.5 bar of boost. That's not a lot, but it's something, and it's certainly better than nothing. But but it's not a lot. So I do want to turn up the boost after some time, but first I need to address something in the engine, because this car is actually bone stock. I mean the engine is bone stock, never been touched, I think. It's actually from a 525iX, so the engine has been swapped in this. This is not the original engine, so I think that from a 525iX you cannot nearly do as much abuse as you can in a rear-wheel drive E34, so this engine has lived a good life until now. I think the engine is quite healthy actually. I got the previous owner to do a compression test before I bought it, and the car is really healthy, so that's really good. It's already having actually 630cc injectors. Now to everything that's broken on this car, because there's a lot. I will actually find my list, because I have a list of everything that's broken, because there I can't remember it all because it's so much. Here we go. Okay, number one, the idle is bad. It's not running smoothly on idle. It's actually so bad that if you drive your car, or if I drive my car hard and put the clutch in fast and it's supposed to drop to idle, it sometimes can actually just die. So I need to jump start the car while moving. That's quite terrifying, going like 60 kilometers an hour and the car suddenly dies and the steering gets hard, brakes get hard, everything, and I just need to jump start it with popping the clutch in 60 kilometers an hour. No good, I don't like that. I need to address that. It feels kind of soft and it makes a lot of noises in the rear actually, so I think I need to change to some power flex or something like that in the rear, because like I said, it's a standard 520 rear drivetrain and suspension and everything, so that's not good. It has dents all around, as you probably have seen. Some rusty parts have been swapped, but not a lot, so still a lot of rust on it. And yeah, like I said, it has not been changed head gaskets, so I need to do that. When it can get hot on idle also, like I said, no good. So this has a M20 flywheel with reinforced pressure plate and single clutch, not double clutch, I don't know. Yeah, so it's some upgrades with the clutch, that's really good. It's a really strange clutch to drive with because it doesn't have any springs in the lamel, is that what you call it? I have no clue. Anyway, the clutch is super hard, and yeah, I mean, for me it's leg day every day with this car. The front fender is not looking too good, as you've probably seen already, so I need to repaint that. The ABS does not work, I need to fix that. When I put it in reverse, the lights does not start back here, that's no good. The locking is not the best, it works, but whatever. Wheel bearing in the front I need to swap out, and yeah, you know what? It's simply too much. And of course my RPM gauge also, and yeah, whatever. And all the rest as well. It has rust right there, underneath here. All of this is supposed to be changed, but I don't know. The door is rusted, the rear door is rusted, it's rusted here. Yeah, it's rusted actually right there, there of all things. It's looking kind of bad right there. Here is actually really good. Here was terrible on my black one. This is actually all right. It's rust there. This is changed, but it's some rust there. And it's a lot of rust on this one. I mean, the fender all the way is looking terrible, so that's no good. And it has some dents all around. I don't know how we even got them, but there are some dents right here on the roof. But yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about everything that's wrong on this car. It's so much. Now we are going to drive this back home, and I will actually see if I can fix the one more thing that's also really bad on this car. Let's just see if it starts, and I will show you the play in the steering wheel, because that is terrible. Yeah, the e-brake here is, sometimes it does not work properly, and you have to pull it really hard. There, we started it. And I mean, you can do, look here, I can do this really easily. That means the front wheels are not moving, and I can do this. I mean, here it starts to move, and there it starts to move. So I can do like this, no good. And the exhaust, if you are wondering, it has actually it has 2.5 inch exhaust all the way with 2 silencers from Vibrant. So it sounds actually pretty cool. It's It's really silent on idle, but once you rev it up, it's a good sound. It's really, really cool. But now I am actually going to tighten that, try to fix the steering, and we are going to change the rear taillights, I think, because I do want some white taillights instead of the yellow ones. It's an aggressive sound. I like that. This is way too long. I need a shorter one. Maybe I need to install a short shift as well. A hydro right here would also be awesome. And it's getting hot air out here all the time, so I need a block off plate or something, and maybe move these here. I don't know. I have no clue, but something needs to be done. And I want a new steering wheel as well. And actually one other thing that I was not working when I bought this was actually the sunroof, because here it was no good, so I had actually glued this so I can use the sunroof. That's nice. I like that. Oh, the turbo sounds so good. So good. Now we have changed the plate holder. I did not like that at all. The one that was on the car, I like that to be like clean with nothing on it. We also changed to white taillights, and E34 with white taillights, it's looking so good. That made me like this car even more, so that's really nice. And I also did, I don't know what this is called in English, I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional, but I did tighten the Norwegian expression is snekke. I mean, this steering, it's something with the steering rack and something like that, because the steering in this was seriously just terrible. I mean, you could do a lot of like this with nothing happening. So I actually just tightened that. I think it was not much actually. I think I loosened the bolt. That was 17. I loosened the main bolt, and then it was a umbraco in the middle, and I took and tightened that, I think seriously just one turn, and then I tightened the 17 again, the bolt, and now my steering is not perfect because it's an old E34 and it has over 300,000 kilometers on the clock, but it's a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was, so that's good. So now you know, if your car has some loose steering on your E34, you can fix it by tightening on the steering thing. I will Google this and write it in the video. Really good day as any other day with an E34, and tell me in the comments what kind of videos you want to see in the future with this car. And next video is track day, so prepare yourself for some awesome drifting all day long. It started out a little bit wet, but at the end there it was actually all dry, so we got some tire smoke, and it was really fun to see what this 280 horsepower beast could handle, or what it could do. But yeah, I learned a lot, and I need some stiffer springs. That is the main thing I learned about that day, that the car is way too soft. But anyways, Sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm very excited about my new car, as you obviously can tell, and I hope you are as well. 525 turbo is just epic. So I will leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe and put on that notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I will see you in the next video that is actually drifting. So goodbye.